AZ was good to me, but I'm way happier where I'm at now. It was good to see people. It was fun to play in front of some fans.
Sophie Cunningham's season is officially over. The Phoenix Mercury sharpshooter suffered a devastating injury after a hard foul by Bria Hartley in a heated matchup against the Indiana Fever. But now, Sophie has broken her silence, and her words reveal the heartbreak, the frustration, and the fire burning inside her. This is the story behind the moment that shook the WNBA. It all went down late in the second quarter. Cunningham was making a routine cut to the basket when Bria Hartley closed in. In real time, it looked like a simple contest. But in slow motion, you see Hartley's leg collide with Sophie's knee at the worst possible angle. The Mercury bench jumped up instantly. Cunningham hit the hardwood, grimacing, pounding the floor in pain. The arena went silent. Let's rewind to the second quarter. The Mercury were pushing in transition. Cunningham, known for her aggressive cuts and off-ball movement, saw a lane. As trainers helped Sophie off the court, the arena gave her a standing ovation. But the concern wasn't just in the building. It spread across social media within seconds. As Sophie was carried off, fans lit up social media. Overlay simulated tweets. Iting @Mercury Nation. Nu. Sophie's the heart of this team.
Yeah.
Seem to be fine.
Yeah, I'm good. I think we faced some adversity with some injuries this game. But you know what? We're used to that. We've had that at the beginning of the year. This is just another hump that we're going to get over, and we're gonna be okay.
Prayers up, folded hands. At HoopsFan23, that foul was reckless. Hartley needs to be held accountable. At WNBA Watch, this changes the playoff picture. Big time. And even former players chimed in, calling it one of the toughest blows for Phoenix this season. Minutes after the game ended, Mercury officials confirmed the worst fears. Sophie Cunningham had suffered a season-ending knee injury. That's right, a season cut short. The Phoenix Mercury, already in the middle of a tough playoff push, just lost one of their most consistent leaders. The diagnosis? Torn ligaments that will require surgery and months of rehab. After the game, early whispers from team insiders were grim.
For sure. I mean, it sucks, right? You don't ever want to see anyone be injured on any team. I feel like there's been a lot of injuries this year in the W, harsh ones, I think. And it's just another one. And
by the next morning, Mercury officials confirmed it. A season-ending knee injury. The verdict? Torn ligaments. Surgery required. Months of recovery ahead. But here's where it gets raw. Cunningham herself broke the silence the very next morning. On Instagram, she posted a picture from the hospital bed with the caption, "This isn't how I wanted my season to end. I've poured everything into this game and my team. But trust me, I'll be back stronger. This is just another chapter." She also thanked fans for the outpouring of support, writing, "Your messages mean everything. I may be down now, but not out." After the game, early whispers from team insiders were grim. And by the next morning, Mercury officials confirmed it. A season-ending knee injury. The verdict? Torn ligaments. Surgery required. Months of recovery ahead. This injury is more than just a personal setback. It's a massive blow to Phoenix. Cunningham wasn't just a shooter. She was their emotional spark, their defensive pest, their energy every time she hit the floor. With Diana Taurasi in the twilight of her career and Brittany Griner still battling injuries of her own.
Great question. I think when you're growing up, sometimes it's really hard, right? Sometimes you doubt yourself. Sometimes you lack confidence.
The Mercury now lose another vital piece of their roster. Playoff hopes? They just got a whole lot harder. But here's the part that hit hardest. Sophie Cunningham broke her silence the very next morning, from a hospital bed. On Instagram, she posted, "This isn't how my season was supposed to end. I worked too hard, gave too much. But this is basketball. You get knocked down, you get back up." And of course, the other name in this story is Bria Hartley. To be clear, the play wasn't ruled a flagrant. Officials called it a standard foul, but fans weren't buying it. On social media, debates exploded. Was it intentional? Or was Hartley reckless? Oh, or was it just a freak accident in the heat of competition?
But there's always a fire in you, and I think the biggest thing that everyone's always going to fail, and I think if you're not trying, or if you're not failing, then you're not pushing yourself hard enough. And so
Hartley herself has not released a full statement yet, but insiders say she reached out privately to apologize to Sophie, insisting there was no bad intent. Hartley, for her part, reportedly reached out privately to Cunningham with an apology. Sources close to the Fever say she was shaken by the incident. Still, fans aren't letting go. Every rivalry game between the Fever and Mercury just got extra fuel. The WNBA is now facing questions about player safety. This is the second high-profile season-ending injury in just weeks. Analysts on ESPN debated whether the league needs to crack down harder on aggressive plays or increase rest periods in a brutal 40-game schedule. One panelist said, "When your stars keep going down, you've got a problem bigger than just one foul." And this isn't just about Sophie. The WNBA has been rocked by injuries all season long. Caitlin Clark, Ari McDonald, Sophie Cunningham. Stars are dropping. Games are piling up. And the schedule?
For me, I think when you put in the work and you're the hardest worker, sometimes it's ugly, right? But you just have to kind of stack the days. And I just think if you keep showing up and you keep working hard, good things are going to happen.
40 grueling games in 4 months with cramped travel and limited recovery. But let's not forget, Cunningham's impact goes beyond this injury. This season, she averaged double-digit scoring, career highs in efficiency, and had multiple clutch performances that kept Phoenix in the playoff hunt. She embodied the grit and fight the Mercury fanbase loves. And that's why her loss hits so much harder. Even rivals like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese posted words of support, showing just how respected Sophie is across the league. But let's not forget the body of work Sophie already gave us this season. A multiple double-digit scoring nights, career-best efficiency, a lockdown defense on some of the league's biggest names, and of course, the hustle plays that don't show up in box scores. So what's next for Sophie Cunningham? The road back from a knee injury isn't easy. Surgery, rehab, long days of training alone.
Honestly, just focusing on us. I thought defensively we had some slippages early on, and that got them some easy buckets at the rim. Their second chance points, that was pretty big for us. Their rebounding, and so.
But if there's one thing fans know about Sophie, it's that she thrives on proving people wrong. Her message was clear. This isn't the end. It's just the start of the comeback. And knowing her track record, you can bet she'll be back stronger, hungrier, and even more determined to leave her mark. Torn ligaments mean surgery, months of grueling rehab, long, lonely days in the training facility. But Sophie Cunningham has never been one to fold. Her message was clear. This is just another chapter, and I'll be back. It's about the WNBA as a whole. Star power drives leagues. And Sophie Cunningham, love her or hate her, is a name fans tune in to watch. Her injury is another reminder that protecting players must be priority number one. Because fans aren't just watching games. They're investing in careers.
I think when you look at the grand scheme of things, a lot of things that we can clean up. And so for us, making sure that we go back, we look at that film and be ready to clean that up.
Stories and personalities. Cunningham's silence-breaking post reminded us, players aren't just athletes. They're humans fighting battles on and off the floor. Sophie Cunningham's season may be over, but her story is far from finished. The Mercury will rally, the league will adjust, and Sophie, she'll rise again because that's who she is. What do you think? Was Hartley's foul reckless, or just a tough break in the game? And how will Phoenix recover from losing their emotional leader? Drop your thoughts below, hit like if you're rooting for Sophie's comeback, and subscribe for more updates, because this WNBA season just took a dramatic turn.
Yeah, I mean, possibly, but we're not going to just give all the credit to that. I think, once again, like every time you step on the floor, we just have to be ready. And I think, obviously, with our slippages and some of the coverages that we wanted to try and do, it allowed them to score on those.